Should the United States delist Chinese stocks? At first thought, with all the craziness of the trade war, it sounds like delisting all the Chinese companies from the American stock markets may be a good idea. It is important to know that there are 286 Chinese companies listed on major U.S. stock exchanges. Now, you'll recognize some of the names like Alibaba, Baidu, and JD.com, and it is estimated by analysts at Goldman Sachs that U.S. institutional investors currently own about $830 billion worth of Chinese stocks. That is more than 2 times what the Chinese own of U.S. stocks, as that is estimated around $370 billion. It's important to point out, though, that a quick sell-off could bring down stock valuations and make it difficult to get out of many of these stocks on both sides. An important piece of information I brought up a couple of years ago was the Accountable Act, which came to be in 2020. This allows the Securities Exchange Commission, also known as the SEC, to ban foreign companies from trading if American regulators are not allowed to inspect the auditors for 3 years in a row. I always do worry about Chinese companies because of what I call government accounting. They are not held to the same accounting standards as we are here, and I believe that companies may list financial statements based on what the government tells them rather than what actually happens. There have been some Chinese companies that have actually decided to delist themselves rather than go through an audit. I gotta say, I think that is quite telling as to some of those concerns I have around China. My feeling is we should not delist all Chinese stocks, though, that do trade on the American stock exchanges under what is known as ADRs, but just to be sure that the Chinese companies have the same transparency as American companies when it comes to their financial statements. If we can't get that transparency, then those companies are the ones that should be delisted. I'm Chase Wilsey with Wilsey Asset Management. If you like these videos, be sure to give it a like or comment, and feel free to check out our other YouTube videos and weekly newsletter for the latest economic news, expert analysis, and market insights.